Hello everyone! So a couple of weeks ago I went on a trip to Altai. It's a beautiful city in the north of China. I went there to try my hand at skiing and the experience was interesting to say the least.
Goodbye.
老师不好意思啊。
没关系。
But let's not dwell about the past. On my way back, I decided to pick up a few items from the airports of Altai and Urumqi and bring them with me to Beijing. Ooh. A little bit of ASMR. First up is the nung bread. It's supposed to be a round-shaped bread, and it is round. It's just one piece broke off because the fridge did a number on it. So nung is a staple in Xinjiang cuisine. Even when you go to a Xinjiang restaurant here in Beijing, you would see this, although I don't really think it would be this big. I got this from Urumqi airport, and I was seeing a lot of travelers walking around with bags of these, so I thought I would give it a try. The lady who was selling me this did say, and she highlighted the fact that it is soft, because the ones that I've tried here have been a little bit too tough to chew. We have flour, sesame, milk, eggs, oil, sugar, salt, mineral water. They specifically said mineral water, and what is that word? Jiaofen. I am a disgrace to all bakers. What is that word? What on earth just happened? Yeast! That's the word. Yeast! A few things about bread in China. Obviously, Chinese people don't just eat rice. That is a myth. That is incorrect. They eat rice. They eat wheat products in the form of noodles or bread. But generally speaking, breads here are steamed. So if you think of the baozi, or if you think about the mantou, these are steamed. You also have the youtiao, which is deep fried. And I can't really think of any that are baked the way the nung is baked. This is cooked inside a tandoor oven. You could definitely see the charred parts. In the middle, it's very thin, and then it has this ring around the edge, which makes it look very similar to pizza, except this is very dense. You see these patterns. This is a characteristic of the naan bread, and wherever you go, wherever you order it from, you will see these patterns. I think depending on where you go, you see different patterns. And this is, first of all, for just beauty value. It's an aesthetic thing. But at the same time, it helps the middle part not to rise too much in the oven. Very chewy. If I would have heated it, it would have tasted even better. But I would recommend eating it with something else. A stew, for example, to let all the sauce be absorbed in this. Or maybe like as a dip, hummus or baba ganoush. This is just like my Middle Eastern roots talking. This is a success. Next up is more naan. This one is obviously smaller than the one I just had. It's a bit thicker. And it does have the same shape, still sesame, and it just feels fluffier. It says, place your text here. It's something that I've seen quite a bit here in packages in China, where I think they would get a template, they would download a template online, and then at one point they're like, we're giving up. And they'll just leave it instead of putting a text in there. I don't know if this is their marketing strategy or pure laziness, but if their goal is to get people talking, we're definitely talking about it. We have flour, eggs, oil, milk, sugar, full fat powdered milk, butter, sesame, salt, yeast, additives, and it is... It is way past its expiry date. They said it lasts for 30 days. But honestly, what is expiry date? It's just a number. It's just a suggestion. We'll take a bite. We'll see. It also looks baked. You could see from the ring of charring right here. It smells nice. It's extremely fluffy.
It's so fluffy!
I'm leaving an indentation whenever I press on it. The milk flavor really hits you. It is fluffy.
It's so fluffy!
But at the same time, it's a little bit dry. I definitely think it would taste better if I heat it up. So, BRB. I have heated this up on the grill just for a few minutes. And yeah, the feeling is different. Like the touch, it's different to the touch. It's immediately less dry. It's quite nice. The flavors are a lot more visible right now. I did want to try it with peanut butter and jam. There's no such thing as carb overload. Don't listen to people. It gets a little bit too sugary. If you have a sweet tooth and you want to treat yourself, why not? To counter that sugar rush, we're gonna have something savory. And look at this, more bread. What is there in this? Again, we have flour, eggs, olive oil, milk, salt, sugar, yeast, and shredded chili pepper. So we're gonna give this bad boy a try. Oh wow. Immediately after I took it out from its package, I could smell the chili. It doesn't hit you in the face. It's very young. It's very fragrant. And I could definitely feel the oil. Oh wow. Oh, nice. So this is the pepper. It's like a dried pepper. There's quite a bit inside. Oh, she said Weila. Let's give this a try. Oh, that's not bad. That is very nice. You could definitely taste the chili. There's a lot of chili in here. But even for someone like me who's not a big fan of spicy food, this is quite nice. It's very mild. This is quite nice. It's very mild. Like you can feel it at the tip of your tongue a little bit. It's a tingling sensation. But other than that, it's quite manageable and it's quite delectable as well.
Das ist gut.
The dough is very flaky, and even though I did not heat this, it's very soft. It's very similar to a pie crust. If you've ever done a pie crust with olive oil, this is what it would taste like. It's tender. Your teeth sink in it. Oh man, this is great. Look, it is loaded with pepper. This is amazing. I can't stop. We do have more things coming up. There's obviously a clear winner so far, but we might have a contender. This is exactly the same brand as the other one, but this is with walnut. This one feels a little bit tougher than the other one. That one was extremely pliable. This one is a bit hard. A lot hard, actually. Ingredients time. Flour, eggs, olive oil, milk, salt, sugar, walnuts, and yeast. It smells extremely biscuity, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh, wow. This is definitely dry. I can't taste the walnut in them, even though you could see the chopped walnuts in, but I'm gonna go heat it up. So a few minutes on the grill was all that it took for this being to go from rock hard to flexible. Even after heating, I don't really think that there's too much to the flavor here. I don't taste the walnut. It's not particularly sweet. It's not savory. It's edible. I think I'm getting full. And last but not least, we have a third kind of the same bread. And this one is rose flavored, but we'll see if the flavor shines through. The ingredients are flour, eggs, olive oil, milk, salt, sugar, yeast, rose, and honey. Oh, the smell of rose. Oh, you could see the rose jam or the rose paste in between the two layers. The rose jam is incredible. Even when you put it in your mouth, before you actually take that bite, it just fills your entire mouth with the fragrance of rose. This is incredible. I honestly don't care much for the bread. It's probably because I've tried so much in such a short time. But what I'm really here for is the rose paste, the filling. That's where the good stuff is. I stand corrected. I think the bread here is very necessary. Now that I'm trying the filling, I think it's because it's too sweet. It needs that bread to sort of balance the flavors. Oh, this is good. Still, if you don't have a sweet tooth, this might not be your best bet, just because it is very sugary. But hey, treat yourself. You deserve it. Oh. Must go on. Cannot stop now. My carb collection is over. After 5 types of breads, I feel sleepy and full and thirsty. But it's not over yet. We still have one more thing, which I've kept. Oh, can't get up. Which I've kept not in my fridge, but my cabinet. Nyonai Sulao, which basically what I think it is cheese. I think I might have tried this when I was in Altai. We were interviewing the vice mayor of the city, and she invited us for a spread. There were a lot of specialties like nuts, buns, meats, and there were these dehydrated cubes of cheese, which I just kept eating nonstop. And so when I saw this package at the airport, I was like,
must get it. Must have it.
Suantian Hao Qi Miao, which is like a wonderful taste of sweet and sour. I don't remember it being sweet, but I do remember it being sour. It was just, the flavor was concentrated. It was so good. Full fat milk powder, sugar, cornstarch, maltodextrine, which is used to either enhance the flavor or the shelf life of a certain food. And then you have a bunch of additives. You could definitely smell the milk powder. It's not a milk smell, it's a milk powder smell.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Okay. I'm happy to report that this is not what I had in Altai. This does not qualify as cheese at all. I'm a little bit disappointed because I thought I bought the cheese that I liked from there. This is sweet. It is super crunchy. And it has this overwhelming milk powder taste. But it's just, I was expecting it to be something totally different. Moral of the story is never have expectations. You're just setting yourself up for failure. Maybe in another universe, if I had tried this without having any preconceived ideas of what it should be, we might have hit it off, but not today. This was our 6-course meal, courtesy of airports of Altai and Urumqi. Not sponsored ad, but call me if you want. Before I go into a carb coma, I want to hear from you. Have you tried any of these breads, or would you like to try any of those? And have you had milk powder candy disguised as dehydrated cheese? Because I have, and not a fan. If you like this video and would like to see more from me, or are just simply bored and have nothing to do better than watching random YouTube videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I am trying to upload once a week. No promises though, but I will try my best. And that, at the end of the day, is what matters. I will see you next time, but until then, 再见.